Assalamualaikum and good day. We are from BMMM. We'll present about our product Mini Toolbox. Let's go to the first part.
Hi, I'm Farhana binti Abdul Manan. We introduce to you about our company profile. First and foremost, our company name is IVE Toolbox Sdn Berhad. It represents our team members, which is Amma, Yap Chong Min, Farim Farhana, and Abdul Fattah. Who are we? We are independently owned branding company and exemplary safety records. Our company involves engineering design and technical tasks. We are passionate about innovating toolbox and partnering with UTEM to bring mechanical toolbox with variety of safety aspects. Okay, next we move to mission and vision of our company. Our mission is delivering innovative and simple solutions to complex challenges, while our vision is help customer to provide the best solutions and contemporary organization in mechanical toolbox design in Malaysia. Now, as you can see in the slide, is organization chart. It led by our project manager is Muhammad Amar bin Anwar, and followed by design engineer, which is Yap Chong Ming, our administration manager Abdul Fattah Ifat bin Ishaq, and last but not least, our marketing manager is Farin Farhana binti Abdul Manan, which is me.
Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Abdul Fattah Ifat bin Ishaq, matric card number B0921101006. I will explain about chapter 1, introduction and product brainstorming. Project title, Mini Toolbox. Objective, to improve existed toolbox characteristics that meet the use requirement for daily use in laboratory. Second, to ensure that users have space to store various equipment that need to be used in the mini toolbox. Third, to design and demonstrate the aesthetic of the product and the functionality for use in project scope. First, treating the design and improvement of exciting product, which is toolbox use versus engineering method. Second, develop a model proposal idea of the product improvement. Third, demonstrate a prototype design, material and product. Number 4, focus only on engineering student for education purpose during survey. Last one is the project work scope is using hardware and software design. Mechanical function only. Problem statement, heavy, not suitable for student, space, not suitable for tiny tools, and last one is easy to trust. Furniture found in the toolbox. First, toolbox and cabinets are enclosed case for storing, organizing, and carrying tools. But most tool cabinets and box contain handle for lifting and transporting, as well as labeling slot. Last one is there are several design of toolbox and cabinet. Steel, aluminum, stainless steel, and plastic are the most prevalent holding material. Overview of product. Mini size structure can facilitate movement in doing repair or carpentry work. Strong and steady to use for a long time. Light and easy to carry in doing work. Multi-purpose storage toolbox that can store various small hand tools. Suitable for practical approach. Product function. First, different functionality, which is better looking, more aesthetic slot and ergonomic, which protect injuries will bring along the toolbox. Second, the major purpose of This toolbox is to carry the tool for students which use in laboratory season. Next, the simple structure but with more tool slots such as a small slot that fit for bolt and nut holder. Number 4, this mini toolbox is ergonomic, which is it is lightweight and easy for students to carry. The last one is toolbox that made from plastic also made the toolbox to be waterproof. That's all from. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and very good day. I, Muhammad Ahmad bin Anwar, matrix number B0921106164, and I will present about the chapter 2 design process. During on this chapter, as you can see, it will explain about the how we conduct, how we develop our design, which is it will use by first process market survey. Market survey is mean that we will give a questionnaire to the respondent, and our target respondent is UTEM students, because we will do a toolbox that specific for only for engineering students. Respondent that involved is around 50 respondent, which is a male and female, and half of them have a own a toolbox and half of them doesn't have a toolbox. We also stated a problem that face when using the existing toolbox, such as too big and large, hard to maintain, and so on. And most of them I agree with the problem that we stated, and 100% of them also agree that toolbox need design improvement for student. This is a simple question before conducting our survey. And on the figure attached sample survey questions, that is how we the main focus on our questionnaire or survey. It includes 50 questions. For the next section, which is our result analysis from survey conducted, as you can see, analysis by protocol shows the result which has been filtered in ascending position, the most choice of engineering mix and the lowest. Note that question number that does not reach 40% of relative frequency will not establish in our mini toolbox product. The discussion was made among our group members to complete and meet the requirement of user from survey conducted. It is a result analysis from our questionnaire. And after that, we'll also develop our own house of quality that has been taught by our lecture on lecture class. Customer requirement is came from our survey questions, and engineering characteristic, which is we created storage capacity, weight, reliability, and so on. And the best ranking order that we can get is on the storage capacity, which is 2 slot that we will focus on our toolbox. Follows with the structure properties and the material quality, which is we stated that our toolbox will be resistant corrosions. Next, we will go to the more morphological method. Before we conduct our morphological method, we also construct our functional decomposition diagram that it will be used on this method. It gives 3,840 combination of concept, and we choose the best concept, 3 concept, and the best 3 concept is we'll explain on this section, which is concept design sketching. So we will go to the first concept, which is concept 1 is a plastic toolbox. User will carry toolbox with an adjustable carry holder, open and adjustable casing manually, and have 3 sections. And we'll put all toolbox and will be covered with plastic casing. So tools are safely handled without corrosion problem. On the concept 2, it will use an aluminum toolbox. The same with the concept one. With a tubular handler, casing will open automatically after the user will put tools inside the tool sections and finally cover up the plastic cover. Toolbox design concept 3. Concept 3 is a stainless steel toolbox. The user will carry the toolbox with a holder, and this type of toolbox contains roller on the base of the toolbox. The organizer will help us arrange our tools, neat and fix it inside the toolbox. It is good, especially for tools with small size. That is for the concept 3. During morphological methods, it came out with 3 concept alternative, which conclude various of application improvement from the actual product. From that, using pulp and base method, we not detail on this presentation, but we put on our report. The result obtained the best rating came from concept 1 that get higher percentage and the best solution of sub problem. So the concept 1, we our model we based on the concept 1, which is a plastic toolbox, because that is the best concept so far. That's all from me for this chapter 2 design process. We will go to the next process on chapter 3. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Yap Chongning and I'm from BMMM and my metric number is B09211013, and now I'm going to continue with the chapter 3. Chapter 3 is about the product development. So first and foremost, we are going to see the flow chart, which is the working flow to produce our mini toolbox. We will start with drawing and dimensioning, as we will do material analysis, the raw material selections, and hence we do molding process. And the next step, which is the quality control. And if the quality is not acceptable, we reject the product and we'll start with the drawing and dimensioning step again. And if the quality control is acceptable, then we will continue with the painting, the assembly of part, and hence finally we do the finishings for our product. And the slides illustrate the schematic functions and physical elements of our products, the toolbox, and adding the cluster elements into logical chunks. And this step is important or significant because it helps on how to design, sell, use, and repair our product offerings. And this is the rough geometric layout of our toolkits. And the toolkits consist of 5 parts, which is the casing, the handle, the upper tool slot, and inner tool slot, and lastly, the key slot for safety purpose. So based on how the components interact, and it's clear that the toolkit users may face some problems when using it. So by solving the problems, we will increase the user interest in our products. So the users require the toolkit or toolbox to be easy to carry while working, and neat and orderly divisions of tools, and it is not easily dropped, and have more space that can be filled with tools. So these are the alternate part configurations for our toolbox. For alternative 1, it do not have any key lock, and for alternative 2, we added the key lock into the tool or into the toolkit. Alternative 3, it has a key lock with simple tool slot, and for the final configurations, it has a key slot with separate tool slot, which is the upper slot and inner slot. And now we'll continue with the product technical design, and you can see on the right hand side corner, that is the design, the overall design for our toolkit or mini toolbox. It is made or is designed by using the SolidWorks 2022, and this is the orthographic drawings. The orthographic drawings consist of front view, left view, top view, and trimetric view. And hence this is the upper tool slot, and this is the inner tool slot view. And for dimension and tolerance of the drawings, for the first part is the tolerance on dimension for the mini toolbox. It is in unit millimeters and is made of polypropylene. And these are the dimension and tolerance for the mini toolbox. And the second part is the dimension and tolerance for the upper tool slot. It is also made out of material polypropylene and in unit millimeters. And the third part is the inner tool slot. The dimension and tolerance is in unit of millimeters, and it is also made out of polypropylene. And now we're going to see about the assembly view, and this is the assembly view for our product. It consists of 5 items, which is the casing, the inner slot, the upper slot, the handle, and the key lock. And the casing, the inner slot, upper slot, and handle are made out of material polypropylene, and it consists of quantity of 1. And for the key lock, it is made out of material aluminium, and it consists of 1 pair of key lock. So let's proceed with the material selections. So the material that we select is the plastic polypropylene. The reason that we select the material is that it is a thermoplastic, so it's tough, rigid, and is crystalline. The next reason is it is the lightest polymers, so it will make our toolbox to be lightweight and it's easy for us to carry on. So the next one is the paint. And the paint that we selected is the plastic material spray. So the paint will prevent the toolbox to being rushed, and it also increases the smoothness of uneven surface. And lastly, it is environmentally friendly, so it's good for our environment. And the third one is the aluminum locking slot. So the locking slot that we choose is made out of aluminum, so that it is very light, because the aluminum is a very light materials and it has high strength. And because of it is made out of aluminum, so it also resists to corrosions. So the last one is the hinge. The hinge is used to join the two objects together, and it's also make our toolbox easy to open and close. And the hinge has two surfaces, also known as leaves. So now we will go into the view of materials. For the real manufacturings, we will need a plastic propylene of quantity of 1, which costs 30 ringgit, and the second one is the plastic material spray, quantity 1, which consists of 20 ringgit, and the aluminum of the slot, we need 2, and the cost per item is 5 ringgit, so total will be 10 ringgit, and the hinge, we need 2 also, and the cost per item is 10 ringgit, so the total is 20 ringgit. So the total cost for our real manufacturing is 80 ringgit Malaysia. So for our model manufacturing, we need 2 cardboard, and 1 cardboard cost of 2 ringgit, 2 ringgit and 50 cents. So 2 cardboard, it will cost 5 ringgit. So the hot glue gun, we need a quantity of 1 and it costs 10 ringgit. And next is a small slot locking slot, we need 1 and the cost is 5 ringgit. And for the small hinge, we need 2 and the cost per item is 5 ringgit, so total will be 10 ringgit. So the total cost for our model manufacturing will be 30 ringgit Malaysians. And this is the final product, or the final model for mini toolbox. And so I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Next will be discussion. In discussion, there are a lot of things that we already discussed for our project. For example, analysis, goals, plan and budget. But in this presentation, I will not touch in each topic, but I will briefing the general of the discussion that we made. According to marketing analysis, there are some competitors with the same features provided, but there are some different with mini toolbox product. It is because this product focuses on students such as mechanical and electrical engineering students. So, it is reasonable for the student to purchase. In market analysis also, we are comparing our product with the existing product in the market. Okay, our product got double two slot while the existing product got only one two slot. I think two slot is very important in the toolbox because each tools must be put in their slots. But in the existing toolbox, it only one slot, which is I think there are not much can be put. There's not much tools can be put in the toolbox. So with our product, there are bunch of tools that can be put because it has double two slots. Alright, the next comparison is the material of the casing. In our product, we are using plastic casing instead of using aluminium casing. Why? It is because plastic casing is lighter compared to the metal, and it can avoid the corrosion problem. As we know, metal can be corrosion due to the oxidization or it touch with the water. So when we use the plastic casing, we can avoid that problem from happen. Then is about the handle. Our toolbox is comfort and it has adjustable handle, while the existing toolbox it only have normal handle. Adjustable handle is important if the student want to put the toolbox in their bag. If the handle cannot be adjusted, it might be the handle can be broke. Then is no corrosion in our mini toolbox, and while the existing product is easy to rust. Why? Because our toolbox using plastic instead of metal. Sometimes during the workshop session or lab session, the coolant or water might be spilled on the toolbox. So if this happen often, it might be the toolbox will rust, and day by day it will broke, and it is not cheap to buy the new one. Okay, we move to the business model canvas, BMC. Our key partnership is Universiti Teknikal Malaysia Melaka (UTM) and advertises key activities, marketing and networking. Our key resources, customers, value proposition are high quality, user friendly, cheaper, more store slots and available in various color. As we know, nowadays there is not only boys in engineering students, but there are also girls. So it might be the toolbox it gonna be pink, purple, feminine colors, something like that. Okay, next is customer relationships, face to face, delivery and running. Channels, WhatsApp, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram nowadays, as you know. Okay, next customer segments, house, students, workers, companies, cost structure, third party supplier, product, staff, transport. And the last one is revenue streams, interested organizations, university membership, advertising, basic, regular and premium. Alright, for the last topic in discussion chapter is ideas to improve the product. Throughout the project developing and experimental phase, there are some factors that affect the accuracy of the design. However, every problem has its solutions, and every prototype has the space for improvement. The improvement are mobility of the slot. There are not much mobility of the two slots, since to adjust it is by using manually. In future, it might be can improvise but attach the mechanical function that can give the more mobility, especially during open and close the toolbox and the two slots. The second one is changes of material. Material changes depends on the situation. Selection various type and combination of material will give more benefits to the structure and properties of the toolbox. Alright, for the last one, in various type of handle, which is ergonomic aspects. Handles are important to give comfort to the user. Ergonomic design can give many advantages to the customers, especially students, needs, since the toolbox can be heavy due to the load of the tools.
Moving to the last section, which is conclusion for these presentations. Throughout the process of planning the unique model, which is a mini toolbox, the objective and aim that were expressed at the beginning of the work are considered as successfully fulfilled. As stated, mini toolbox is a great source of storing tools for lab session and application. Today, analysis and discussion on survey conducted will shows this product received generally positive feedback from almost 50 respondents, which essentially is significant. Lastly, by using reverse engineering method and some other relevant methods also can create an existing product into a better quality use in engineering application. So we also stated our model mini toolbox picture. As you can see, the handle, the two slot, inner and upper, the locking slot, and so on. This is how our model, a simple model that not 100% follows the design that we propose, but the functionality and the improvement is according with what our respondent and customer needs. That's all from me and my members. End of presentation. Thank you.